It is with great sorrow to be gathered here today for an event that, I mean, I would be lying if I said none of us saw it coming. And that is the untimely death of Eustass Kid. And to join me is none other than Dax. Okay, so thanks for joining me here today for this very important day.
It's my pleasure. You know, Kid is kind of an idiot, so he had it coming. You know, like I always have supported him in the sense of like Oda has the reason for him. You know, his magnetism might make him like a human log pose or something like that. You know, like his navigation ability might be important because that's how log poses work. You know, I had a lot of excuses for him, but he, I mean, you know, it's hard to support someone who doesn't even know how to use hockey. Apparently, I mean, you know, apparently, he's supposed to. You know, I tried to support him through the years, but here we are.
Okay,
you know, rest in pieces.
Who in their rightful mind is going to go, yeah, you know what, out of all the people that I want to fight, let's go and fight Shanks. Like that is, and especially because of Kid's track record, I was like, okay, this is going to be fantastic. And also, yeah, I mean, like if anybody is going to one-on-one fight Shanks and for us to really see the strength of Shanks and to get one-shotted, I'm glad that it's Kid because for someone like Kid, he needs to be taught a lesson. I hope that maybe he has like a kind of like a Vinland Saga kind of turnaround where he has a total change of personality. I highly doubt it because it's Kid and he's an idiot. But who knows? He could have a turnaround, becomes like a super zen, like kind of humbled guy. This could really humble him. Or who knows? He could be on his hands and knees saying, "Please let me join your crew, please." Like don't beat him, join him. You know.
I mean, they gave up those road poneglyphs like it was nothing, you know, like Shanks took one swing and they're like, just take him, man. Just like, you know, so I guess what the first part you said about, you know, like who's going to go and take on Shanks like this, like that's just that's a clown move, you know, like that. I mean, I think it's made worse since, you know, Kid only has one arm because of someone lower than Shanks and Shanks's crew, probably Ben Beckman from the implication from 1076. So it is, you know, it's kind of like I almost like, I don't know if you watch a lot of basketball. I know you're not, you know, you don't live in the US, so I don't know if you watch a lot of NBA, but in basketball, it's kind of like when you lose to a team the year before and then you just don't improve, and you don't improve your team at all, and then you expect to win. It's like like what are we talking about? You know, like what, that's such a, like what, you know, it's like insanity, like doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. You know what I mean? So when you go to Shanks's crew and you don't even get to see Shanks, but you lose your arm, and then you go back in and you're taking on his whole crew and the Giants, and you're the one at sea, where like if your ship gets damaged, you're done. To me, I'm like, man, it's only a couple brain cells, you know, that you need to make that decision. So so with that being said, with that, like I said, I would even still today say like I kind of like Kid because of the magnetism. That's like, it sucks that that's like the only reason, but I think that's going to be important. But with that being said, I can't support him anymore. And you know, like I do need some brain cells. Like this is why I love Blackbeard. Like in this situation, Blackbeard would turn the ship around. They would use Augur's warp fruit and get out. So that's a big difference. But now with the potential future of Kid and maybe him being humbled, I do think that is very likely. The main thing is the Giants don't like Big Mom, and Kid beat Big Mom. So that's got to matter at some point. You know, of all the Giants, Loki probably hates Big Mom the most because of the marriage thing, right? Like Lola said no or whatever. Like there's a feud there, right? There's like, he's like part of like, the Giants don't like her because, you know, what she did a long time ago when she was a kid, but Loki's like another layer to it. So they're like, there's two reasons for Loki not to like her. So I can see us, and we didn't see Loki at all with Shanks, and like everyone seems to love Shanks at Elbaf, and that's kind of weird. So I do think the fact Loki isn't there tells me maybe there's some issue between Loki and the Giants right now. Like maybe he's not like an outcast per se, but he doesn't like Shanks and stuff. And that could lead to where he saw what happened and he goes and saves Kid, and he's like, hey man, I saw you don't like Shanks. I don't like him either. Like, let's work together. Like, you beat Big Mom. I like you. And that is like the best case scenario I can think of for Kid, you know.
I'm holding on to that whole comment you said, like you're holding on to the idea of him having that big sense of magnetism. He's been magnetizing a whole bunch of L's. he needs a
you know how You know how his awakening lets him put like S and N or whatever for like south and north pole, like to magnetize things. Now he's just putting L's on everything. You know what I mean? Like it's just L's every time.
No, I just I just thought he's like, all right, here's my awakening. My idea, my power is magnetism. All right, we have north and south. Okay, what is it? What is it, kid? What is it? It's north. So it's completely screwed from the start. He just has the most messed up.
Yeah, I don't know if you were a SpongeBob watcher at all.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you remember like I forget what the exact episode is, but they're Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, and Patrick are walking somewhere, and Patrick has a compass, and they're going the wrong way, and he's like, "What kind of compass you reading, lad?" It's like we're going west. It's like what?
Yeah.
What is west? That's I'm picturing the same thing. Like that. It's that type. It's that Patrick vibe. Like Patrick probably has more brain cells than Kid does.
That is, oh god.
All of his brain cells went into his balls. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Yes.
I can't take that away from him. You know, he's
exactly.
He's a tough guy, but that's it. You know what I mean? Like I just need like I said, like the fact that like he knows hockey, like his Beaver card says it. Kaido said, oh, he can use Conquerors or whatever, but we haven't seen it, right?
Yeah.
But to me, like the fact that they were on the roof and Kid was like, oh, Luffy can hurt Kaido with hockey, and it was like, what? Dude, you saw him training in the prison, learning Ryo, like he was right in front of you, dude. Like, you know, like, I mean, Kid left, you know what I'm saying? Like because he got brought back and then eventually left. Like, you know, after he got freed, he got pissed and left or whatever. Yeah. But it's like, of course, dude, like Luffy was training right in front of you to beat Kaido, and you just didn't take that opportunity to learn. Like, I'm not saying he had to stop and learn, but it's like, at least look and be like, oh wow, that hockey's like a next level thing. I should learn that. But no, like he didn't make any comment till he was already fighting Kaido. Like, dude, you got to prepare. Like, you don't just charge in. Like, obviously he's failed every time, you know. So
yeah,
except for Big Mom, I guess, but he had help.